Hello dear blog readers, and now listeners too. I'm Kira, aka Andrea. This is my real name. First of all, I would like to wish everyone a Happy New Year and a Happy Chinese New Year, as the year of the fire horse has officially begun and everything is gaining momentum. This horse year and the new planetary alignments have stirred the still waters and rather loudly kicked the door open in terms of planetary events. Sometimes we can barely keep up with all the new developments, but it's important to stay grounded and anchored in our inner peace and balance. The past year and this January and February have not been easy. The year of the snake was about shedding our skin, transforming our old selves, old belief system, and overall the way we cope with life. Transformation is an ongoing project in our individual lives as well on a planetary level. A constant death and rebirth, just like in nature. Winter, spring, summer, autumn, and winter again. Everything is cyclical, as above, so below. The planets are moving, creating new energies, and down here, nature is going through its own transformation. Some elements do not survive, yet they make space for something new. Secondly, I would like to apologize for posting so rarely. This doesn't mean I have nothing to say, quite the opposite. Often I receive inspiration, sit down at my computer to write, and halfway through my knowledge or flow simply stops. I started writing several articles, but somehow there was a block I couldn't get past. In the past, I would have been like a ram, pushing through and sweating out the ending of the post. But not now. I left it for the next day. But after a few sentences, the words would stop again and nothing more would come out. Another reason is that my two other projects take up my time as I try to balance them both, my fairy tale channel and my sewing. On top of that comes personal life, and sometimes I feel like a juggler. But as we Hungarian says, go slowly and you will go further. One step at a time take you farther than a long-distance run. During these 2 months, I have also gone through a few transformations myself, gaining new perspectives and new ideas that I would like to bring to life. I bought a camera stand and created my new cross-stitch channel where I can share my experiences and my work. Usually these kinds of channels are mainly watched by other cross-stitch lovers, but who knows, maybe others will feel inspired to try this truly grounding hobby. For this channel, for the first time in my life, I recorded my voice in English. It was very outside of my comfort zone and it felt strange to listen back to my own voice. But by editing the audio and putting the video together, I had time to get used to my English voice. Sometimes I was surprised, thinking, oh my god, what kind of accent do I have? But I started to accept it. That's how the idea came to me. What if I combined writing posts with reading them aloud, so everyone could choose what they prefer, reading or listening, or both? I also chose audio because when writer's block hits, maybe speaking will allow the thoughts to flow more easily. Of course, in the evening when I'm supposed to sleep, my brain spins at 1,000 miles an hour. But who feels like writing then, when I love sleeping and dreaming? Speaking of dreams, February was very strange, especially during the eclipse period. I had such vivid dreams that I thought they had actually happened in this reality. The veil between parallel realities felt very thin. There have also been a few small changes on the blog. I added some new links to the sidebar. my Hungarian fairy tale channel, my new cross-stitch channel, my TikTok channel, it's also cross-stitch related, and my Ko-fi link in case anyone would like to support me. In the future, my finished pieces will also be available there. I also uploaded my new cross-stitch picture for the sub page, and I will soon add another one since I completed it. The tiger I once shared, it's still in progress. It's a huge project. Along the way I have learned a few new things and bought some new tools to make the work easier and the stitching even more enjoyable for me. Many people don't like this Earth's life. They are tired and want to go home. I read countless comments like this. Personally, I don't think everything is doom and gloom here on Earth. There are truly enjoyable things here, even while many are waiting for planetary liberation. Waiting is a passive state. Of course they suffer, because they are not flowing with life. They are not grounded and don't give themselves a chance to immerse in things that are worth waking up for every day. The Japanese call it ikigai, although social media has somehow overcomplicated it by adding things that were not part of the original concept. The essence is simply, find something, anything that you love and that makes it worth getting up every day. Something that grounds you, recharges you, and gives you strength and perseverance no matter what life brings. An island in the chaos or the eye of the storm. The key is to come out of survival mode. Slow down, pause for a moment and breathe. Enjoy the silence, the present moment. Calm down and shift your focus inward. Anchor yourself into your soul self. When you step out of survival mode, you will realize that you start receiving ideas that offer solutions to your problems. Whatever you are going through, try to see the bigger picture. I know it's hard, but if you can shift your perspective and place your focus not on the problem but on the solution, you will overcome obstacles much more easily. You will grow and transform into a version of yourself capable of solving what once seemed impossible. There is a lot of programming within us, many limiting beliefs, and I say that as someone who struggles with them too. But things change because you change, first within, and this change is reflected back to you by your outer reality. If you would like to understand a bit more about how our reality works, I warmly recommend this lady, Katie Clarke. She explains things very clearly and understandably. If you have the time and motivation, listen to her and try it out. You have nothing to lose. That's all for today. Thank you for reading or listening to this post. If you have any questions or ideas, feel free to write them in the comments. Even if I'm not very active on the blog, I'm always reachable by email, and I try to reply to everyone. P.S. I don't bite. Those who already emailed me know that. I wish everyone a wonderful March and see you in the next post and video. See ya!